Coming up on today's Disney Roundup, Disney officials have revealed their planned reopening dates. California has said when Disneyland can reopen, and virtual queues now are being used at the World of Disney at Disney Springs. I have all that and more for you coming up right here on the DRU. Hey, it's Jeff everyone, and today we have breaking parks news regarding the reopening of the Walt Disney World park, so I'm going to get right into that. This morning during the Florida Economic Recovery Task Force meeting, Jim McPhee, Walt Disney World Senior Vice President of Operations, gave a presentation on Disney's planned reopening dates and plans for their parks reopenings. For the reopening dates, he announced that Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom would be reopening to the public on Saturday, July 11th, and Epcot and Hollywood Studios would begin reopening to the public on Wednesday, July 15th. He also mentioned as well that soft openings and previews are said to happen, but no official date for those have been announced yet. But most importantly, what he announced is that a reservation system to enter the parks will be needed in advance. And he also didn't go into detail with this, but he said more information and details regarding the reservation system would be mentioned in the future. So I'm interested to see how that goes and how that affects annual pass holders as well, or if it has any effect on, or if they don't apply to that or not. But McPhee also went over some of the other rules and implementations that will be required when entering the parks. Of course, this will include masks being worn by, of course, guests and cast members, and he also mentioned that there will be more hand washing stations available in the parks as well. And according to Orange County Mayor Jerry Demings, apparently the Florida Health Department in Orange County have already inspected Walt Disney World with good results coming back. In an effort to have more non-contact services in the parks, there will also be more mobile food ordering options available in the parks as well. And McPhee mentioned that there will also be a temporary suspension for character meet and greets and fireworks, as some may have expected. He did not mention though when they plan on returning these. They will also be limiting the capacity on rides, restaurants, and on Walt Disney World transportation now. To get more rules and regulations across guests, they are now introducing a know before you go communication through the My Disney Experience app, signs, and through cast members. Social distancing squads will be going around to ensure as well that social distancing and physical distancing is happening as it is now on Disney Springs. So that's what was presented to us today in today's meeting of the Florida Economic Recovery Task Force. Some things were not mentioned though. Today was just pretty much introducing the parks and the extra rules and regulations that will be applied when going there. Some things that were left out and not mentioned by McPhee are, one, being the capacity that Walt Disney World parks will be opening at. Now, last week, Amanda Dukes from WESH2 said in a tweet that an executive told Governor Ron DeSantis and Vice President Mike Pence in their meeting last week that the park would be opening between 20 and 30%. So just a kind of a general idea on what 30% would look like in the parks. That is the feeling if you've ever been to a sold out Mickey's Very Merry Christmas party or Not So Scary Halloween party. And for those of us that have been to those parties on the sold out nights, we still know they can feel very crowded. There was also no mention on when the resorts will open back up, but hopefully in the next week or so, we'll be hearing about the resorts reopening here soon. But most importantly, we have a reopening dates for all four of the parks. Just to reiterate those dates again, that Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom will be reopening to the public on July 11th, and Epcot and Hollywood Studios will be planning to open July 15th. And I have to correct myself and say plan, because before anything can go through or not, it needs to be endorsed by Mayor Demings before it can be submitted to Governor DeSantis. But let me know in the comments down below if you're looking forward to the reopening and if you're going to be going on the reopening days and which park you'll be going to. Let me know in the comments down below and hit that like button for me as well. In an article by Brady McDonald of the Orange County Register, Disneyland can start reopening under Stage 3 of California Governor Gavin Newsom's California reopening plan. According to California Health and Human Services Agency spokesperson Kate Fulmer, theme parks are stated to open in stage 3 if the rate of the spread of COVID-19 and hospitalizations remain stable. And as stage 2 just begun in California, Newsom would not give a specific time frame or date of range on when stage 3 would open. He said it could be many months from now, or he said it could be early as June, but he said he would not give a specific time frame or date for that quite yet. Also, McDonald mentions as well that California theme parks are among the higher risk that would reopen in stage 3. But subscribe to my channel and stay tuned as I'll keep you updated with the latest reopening news for Disneyland as well. With Walt Disney World announcing its planned parks reopening and Epcot planning to reopen on July 15th, there may be some differences when you walk into the park. This includes some rides and attractions. One attraction that doesn't look like it will be available once returning is Spaceship Earth. Spaceship Earth has now been added to the closed for refurbishment section on the Walt Disney World website on the My Disney Experience app for its anticipated long-term closure. On there, it indeed says that starting on May 26, which was just yesterday, Spaceship Earth will be closed for refurbishment as part of the exciting transformation of Epcot. As for when Spaceship Earth will return, there's really no clear answer on when it will be back. I've heard between 2 or 3 years. Hopefully it's not that long or any longer by any means, but we'll just have to wait and see. So subscribe, stay tuned, and I'll keep you up to date on the latest on Spaceship Earth's returning. All right, so for outside of the parks news, there's really no additional news I need to mention, especially with following with Disney Springs reopening last week, but I will mention again that starting today, as a matter of fact, that Disney-owned stores and restaurants have began reopening today at Disney Springs. This includes stores such as the World of Disney, the Marketplace Co-op, and eateries such as Deluxe Burger have started to reopen. Be prepared though if you are planning to go to stores such as the World of Disney store or the Marketplace Co-op, because according to a post from WDW News today, apparently this morning they were using a virtual queue just to get into the store. Along with that came with long lines forming outside of the store. Unfortunately though, it looks like Disney didn't do a great job on letting people know that there was a virtual queue needed to enter the stores because there were still large crowds forming outside of the store. Now for company news. As the month of June is just around the corner, that means new releases are coming to Disney Plus. Here's what you can look forward to seeing next month. Here, I have a long list here, which will include new episodes of Disney Plus originals like Be Our Chef, Disney Gallery, The Mandalorian, One Day at Disney. Artemis Fowl, which was originally supposed to debut in theaters, is now debuting on Disney Plus this month, as well as the first season of Schoolhouse Rock, which is a major throwback. It's a Dog's Life with Bill Farmer, and Tarzan finally makes his Disney Plus debut with the release of Tarzan and Tarzan 2, and of course, as I mentioned last week on the Disney Roundup, this month, Into the Unknown, the making of Frozen 2, will be debuting on Disney Plus as well. Now looking into the month of July, as announced at the 2019 D23 Expo, the Muppets are coming to Disney Plus. Muppets Now, an all-new original short-form series, will be debuting July 31st on Disney Plus. And according to D23, the 6-episode season will include science experiments with Dr. Bunsen Honeydew with the sidekick Beaker, celebrity guest stars, and more frogs, pigs, and bears. But yes, the official release date for Muppets Now will be Friday, July 31st, and let me know in the comments down below if you're excited to check out the Muppets once they come to Disney Plus. Alright everyone, well that's all I have for you for this week's episode of the Disney Roundup. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to hit that like button for me, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to receive the Disney Roundup each and every single week. We finally have a date on when the Disney parks and Walt Disney World will reopen. I hope to get down there sometime before this year, but who knows. I'm glad Disney's finally starting to reopen. I'm excited to see how and all the changes that are coming with it as well. But also, if you would like to download the Disney Roundup on podcast, you can download the Disney Roundup on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify now. But that's all I have for you for this week. And until next time, we'll see you on the DRU.